I'm Deborah Borchardt, and this is your midday market update. Well, there is a lot of red out there on the screens. All the indices are down, but I'm joined with Keith Bliss from Cuttone, and he says, don't worry just yet that the underpinnings are actually not that bad. So, Keith, we were just talking about, China's cutting back. We're hearing about inflation in Japan, so people are starting to feel like, maybe the stimulus is going to be cut back. But what you're saying is not to panic with this type of selling today.
No, not at all. Listen, the markets rarely go straight up for several days in a row or straight down for several days in a row. So this is actually quite healthy to support the bullish nature that's still very evident inside of the market. All of the technical and quantitative work that we see inside of this market, the posture of both an intermediate and a long-term trend is still extraordinarily bullish. I think we'll probably move sideways a little bit inside of these markets over the next week as we are now into the main thrust of the earnings season. We'll pick up some more economic data next week, but I think this is an opportunity for the buy the dip crowd who went away a couple of weeks for them to come back in. I still see the S&P getting back up to 1,700, maybe not next week, but in short order.
You've been liking financials. Would you say the dip buyers could go back into that area again?
Well, they'll do more broad-based buying. We'll have to take a look at what happens with yields, with the 10-year yield especially, and that may get people back into some of the defensive names if the yield comes in a little bit. But based upon the movement that we're seeing today, the yields should continue to melt up a little bit on the 10-year. You see the dollar is weaker, and that's in response to the Japan inflation news, where the yen rallied a little bit because people are figuring that Abenomics is working and they don't have to put as much stimulus out there, so the yen will rally a little bit, the dollar's weaker. This is the trade that's going on right now. Stimulus may continue to be pulled back out of the U.S., maybe even more than what the Fed is trying to signal. So that's why the market's selling off a little bit here today, but I wouldn't panic about it at all.
All right, well, it sounds like instead Keith might be getting his buy button out and getting his finger ready and poised to pick up some deals here on this selling day. That's Keith Bliss from Cuttone, and I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.